Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Adam here at Kinion Classic Cars in Clarence, Iowa. This afternoon, I got a little bit different car to show you. This car is a 1985 Pontiac Grand Prix 2+2. Now, I know you're going to say, well, they didn't make an 85 Pontiac 2+2. Well, you know what? This car was a prototype car. It was designed by General Motors for NASCAR in the Win Development Program because they were planning on running these cars in NASCAR, but with the bubble back window that these cars are supposed to have, it was not aerodynamic enough, and they had to figure something different out so that they were able to run these cars in NASCAR. So this car has all kinds of different things on it. This car was in the GM Heritage Museum until 2014. So the things that are different on this car, you'll see a lot of changes on these cars. The rear wing, they called this car the whale tail at the museum because you can check out the rear spoiler on this car. Totally different than anything you'd see. It's got more Monte Carlo kind of back end on it. It's got little scoops here and there where the air is deflected. It's got a little plastic wedge down here on the bumper. You'll see the bumper is actually bowed in on, it's kind of bubbled in on one side, out on the other side, just for the aerodynamics on this car. 305 V8 automatic, power steering, power brakes, factory air. You'll notice the wheels on this car. The wheels on this car, those are actually what they used on the 2000, 2001, 2002 Chevrolet S10 Extremes, but they actually produced those wheels in 1984. They made those wheels. So if you notice those are a little familiar, that's what those are off of, or what they were eventually used on, but they were, dated prior to the build of the S10s. The sight of any 86 Pontiac 2+2 is rare enough, but one bearing a VIN marked EX4788 and a GM provided description calling it an 85 model. Now that's pretty wild. Though Pontiac did build 1,118 of these aerodynamic enhanced Grand Prix for NASCAR in 86, this one is a pre-production prototype. Though it carries the same engine and drivetrain, it's a real cool car. It was in this CarCraft magazine here. Tells you all about the car. I'll read you this too. Notice something missing. Production 2+2s wear a huge glass bubble on a backlight that's designed specifically to slip through the air at 200 miles per hour. The problem was that one-piece glass was so long, Pontiac had to compensate with a small mail slot for a trunk lid. Also, each installation called for a ton of hand fitment work that wasn't assembly note. The 270-degree duckbill spoiler rendered in plastic, this molded trunk lid was very likely considered a wind tunnel alternative to the glass bubble layout. Ended up in production. With the structure building the 2+2 wouldn't need any extra bodywork other than the opening. That said, the failure of this configuration to reach production is likely based on its failure to perform as well as the glass bubble in the wind tunnel. Truth be told, we're glad this deal died on the vine. The bubble back 2+2s, this guy said, were way cooler. They might have been way cooler looking, but I'm going to tell you one thing. This is a very, very cool car. This prototype, super, super clean car. The body paint and interior of this car is immaculate. Beautiful car. Interior is different in this car too, from what you normally see. These seats are different. The car has 13,000 miles on it? No, 15,803 miles on it. It's brand new in the wrapper. There's no nothing to not like about this car as far as looking at it. Interior is brand new. Just super, super cool car. I had the antenna off it when I transported. I'll go ahead and put that back on. The glass in the car is beautiful. Like I say, it's a brand new car, 15,000 mile car. And you will own a piece of not only GM history, but a piece of NASCAR history, you know, with this thing being designed strictly for the NASCAR. Way cool. Beautiful paint on this thing. Just super cool. Power seat, power windows, power locks. Dash lights all work, all the gauges work, radio works. Left turn, right turn. Nice flip up console, automatic on the floor. There is books and papers here that tell you what they did to this car to make it go in the wind tunnel. Inspection sheets, procedures, all the GM information is in here. Way cool. Way cool. What a gorgeous car. Underneath the hood, completely all stock. I think it's just such a badass looking car. If you want the only one, here it is. Kinion Classic Cars, Clarence, Iowa 56345224450. www.kinionauto.com. KINION auto.com. We buy, sell, and trade classic cars and muscle cars every day, so give us a call if you want to have this Pontiac 2+2 to your collection. Give us a call. You don't want your neighbor getting this car or your neighbor putting this in his collection. You want it in yours. Super, super cool car. I really appreciate you watching all my videos. I'm not driving this car. I drove it this morning. It runs and drives perfect. It's a 15,000 mile car. The only thing I did to this car, been sitting for a little while, I put some 110 octane race fuel in it, just, you know, enhance the fuel system a little bit, make it run better. That's all we did to it. Beautiful, beautiful paint and interior body. There will never be another one like this. So give us a call today. Again, 563-452-2450. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you never miss another great quality collector car. Have a great day, everybody.